Man, got around. OG7 back here. And today, finally, guys, I have tales of victory and glory. The victory of understanding. If it's to be, it's up to me. Meaning that sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to get through this life, to get through this day, to get through this time, to get through this season, to get through this situation. And the glory of understanding that once you do that, guys, you understand that you learn to rely on yourself, and you know that you have self-reliance. And when the shit hits the fan, you can rely on yourself when no one else is there for you. And it's going to help you to have a self-appreciation that you can count on yourself when the chips are down. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to get into the topic of today's video, which is: in maximum security prison, let your hands do the talking to protect your cheeks from prolapsing. So guys, I want to share with you, man, as above, so below, as inside behind the wall, as outside in front of the wall. The only difference between being in maximum security prison and being on the street is on the street you have the longitude and latitude to avoid silly motherfuckers, man, and put yourself in circles where you just surround yourself with positive people and people that are trying to help you and people that are there for you. And you learn to have discernment and only have people in your life that are there for you. That even includes family members. Sometimes you have a family member and you can do for this person, man, do all kind of good things for them, look out for them when they couldn't look out for themselves, help them when they're down. And when they get on their feet, man, they don't even give two fucks about you. And once you realize you have that type of a person in your circle, it's called an enemy in your camp, you have to excise that fool like cancer. Cut them out, flee from them. Now maybe sometimes you're in a situation where you can't do it exponentially or expeditiously or fast, but you have to be plotting in your head, man, and planning how you can get away from this silly motherfucker. Because a person don't appreciate you when you did for them and the sacrifices you made, they're a piece of shiza. Never forget that. So I want to share with you guys the visiting nurses here right now. So she's taking care of my mom and my stepdad. Got them upstairs doing, giving them their shots and taking their vitals and checking on their medications and feed them and stuff. So I got a break. I'm down here in the guest room so I can speak with a little bit more veracity. Because I want to get this point across to you youngsters, man, especially, man. So what happens is, as above, so below, so behind the wall, in front of the wall, when you're in maximum security prison, everything is just heightened. And what you have to do is you have to keep people guessing. So what that means, guys, is you want to be a man of few words. And I see a lot of youngsters now, and I'm not picking on you, I'm just having sympathy and compassion for you. A lot of youngsters, you run your mouth too much, dude. You're just like a woman, dude. You let people know what's on your mind. Even silly, dumb shit you should never tell people. You just running your mouth like a woman. See, this is the difference between men and women. And your younger generation has been confused with TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat. What other apps you guys is using, man? I don't know. You're just watching a bunch of fucking Instagram thoughts running their mouth about stupid shit. And you guys have picked up this behavior because you've been raised by single moms. You don't know that. Old school masculinity, motherfucking men was silent. Men was doers and not talkers, man. A man was very silent, and that's what gave him the element of fear. Guys would fear men because a quiet motherfucker, you don't know what he's thinking, man. So what that means is you want to be a man of few words, man, and you want to be Christ-like or stoic. And for those of you who aren't religious, I'm going to tell you like this: even if you're an atheist or you believe in aliens or you believe that you're a God, if you believe you're a God, then I don't know who you can pray to when you need help. But let's say you're an atheist, you don't believe in God. I would recommend that you read the Bible, the Quran, the Confucianist Bible, the Hindu Bible, and the Buddhist, the Book of Buddhism. And all of this has got some great stories where it tells you all the great thinkers, dude. They were men of few words, and they said what they meant, and they meant what they said. Because in this life, guys, especially in maximum security prison, it is better to be quiet and thought a fool than to open your mouth and prove them correct. So for those of you who don't understand what that means, it's better for you let the people make their own judgments of who you are. And if you keep your mouth shut and you're a man of few words, people always be guessing what this motherfucker thinking. And also have on a game face, right? So that way people don't know where you're coming from. When somebody's shucking and jiving and joking with you and playing around, you just start, you know what I'm saying? You have to say what you mean and mean what you say. So you just basically just have to be like, hey, my man, I ain't with all that skullduggery, man, so miss me with that. That's all you got to say. Respectfully, miss me with that. I'm not that guy. And don't say no more. Just look at him like this. Because I've noticed, like, back east here, man, when I take my mom to Walmart or Target or Sam's Club or just grocery shopping, there's always some silly youngsters, pants sagging, baggy shirts, talking loud, ain't saying nothing. And they just want to be seen and heard. They're like beautiful women. They want to be seen and heard, and they ain't talking about shit. And they just be running their mouth, and I look at them like this. And they shut the fuck up because they don't know what I'm thinking, man. So that's all I'm saying, man. You want to say what you mean what you say. And here's the last point I want to give you guys on this very short video. You want to get into the habit of using hand gestures when you talk to fake people out. So let's take that. Let's go back to that first example. A dude from your own people, whether you're white, black, Mexican, Asian, whatever, and they try to sex play. You see, this is the test they give you. First, they try to have jokey, laughy sex play. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, you sure got a fat ass, man. That thing juicy. And you just do like this. Hey, my man. Respectfully, man, miss me with all that, dude. I ain't about none of that you talking about. And the reason you want to get used to using your hands when you talk using hand gestures, you fake a dude out, because those of you who've been following me for a while, you know I used to always be talking about, so basically, man, what are you trying to say? And you put your hand like this, so basically what you can do, man, you can go ahead and do, it's called an open hand back fist. Blab! To the nose. Their head's going to go up like that, man. So from here, watch this guy. Blip! Blab! So the head goes up, you chop them in the neck. Then when their head comes down like that, you go ahead and stick your thumb in their fucking eyeball, dude, deep into the socket. Look, I'm gonna turn to the side for you silly motherfuckers. You take your thumb, you stick it all the way down to the socket, to your fucking your joint, all the way down, and then your fucking pool, man. When a motherfucker's eyeball comes out, the motherfucker gonna be speaking in tongues, man, and saying all kind of shit you ain't never heard before in decibels even dogs can hear, dude. And then what's gonna happen with those decibels he's saying, he done pulled out the motherfucker's eyeball. Everybody in the yard, the day room, the tier, everywhere, they're gonna be like, WTF, what the fuck just happened? That quiet motherfucker ripped his eyeball out. And you have to do that because in maximum security prison, let your hands do the talking to protect your cheeks from prolapsing, dude. You don't want to have to be passing too many tests because, dude, if you're passing too many tests, it's an opportunity for you to fail. And in maximum security prison, this isn't like a college exam where you can retake it. Once you fail one test, they quickly escalate to another, which is taking your cheeks. Like if you've seen the movie, I like to reference the movie Shawshank Redemption, because it shows what happened to a square dude, man, the first time when they, you know what I'm saying, when they sex playing him, dude. Hey, has anyone got at you? You know, want to make you their woman? This is what he should have said. Hey, my man, miss me with all that. I ain't with none of that shit you're talking about, so respectfully, don't come at me like that no more. And then if dude says anything other than my bad in your hands like that, you understand, my man? It's a very easy fighting technique for you youngsters who have never fought. You've never been punched in the face or stomped or beat with a baseball bat. You soft generation motherfuckers. Just do like this, man. The next time you got a homie that you trust, man, just be talking like this, be playing him, and then just go like this, an open back fist to his nose like this. Blah! And see what he does. He gonna be like, oh, snap, what the fuck? It's just wherever the nose goes, so goes the head. And you'll see that his neck is exposed, and it's very simple. You don't even have to be strong. All it takes is 1 pound of pressure. You hit him, blap, and then your hand is there. You don't even need recoil. You'll just blap, blap. When his head comes down, he's in the proper position and alignment to take your thumb and stick it all the way into the, trust me when I tell you, dude. You stick it right here in the tear ducts. Just stick it in there fucking joint deep. It's like going balls deep, but you're going in this eye socket talking about Alabama, Oklahoma. And then you pull out with all your might like this. And when his eyeball comes out, I'm going to tell you something, you soft generation type soy boy motherfucking mangina youngsters. You probably going to shit your pants, because when you see a fucking eyeball in your hand and the optical nerve is still stuck to it, man, and you can feel the blood pressure pulsing in his eye and he's screaming and hollering, bro, you'll probably shit your pants and throw up. But from that day forward, nobody's going to fuck with you, because what they understand is this motherfucker here, and while he's in maximum security prison, he let his hands do the talking and he protects his cheeks from prolapsing. So if you guys like realness and rawness, man, and education as opposed to fucking entertainment, dude, you want to be educated, illuminated, enlightened, man, thumbs up the video, man, and leave a comment, man, for the algorithm, dude, because without your comment, it doesn't show interaction. And most importantly, if you're new to the channel, man, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, hit the notification all bell, because as you guys notice, man, it's very sporadic when I get to make videos. Like, I'm at the beck and call of my mom's health, my mom's health, and my stepdad's health, dude. And I don't know if you've ever been a full-time caregiver, man. It's all day thing, man, till they go to sleep. And sometimes they wake up with nightmares and stuff, man, because they know that the end is coming. And I don't know if you guys ever been near death before. You start having death experience dreams. So until next time, hold yourself back. Out.